All right, just 2 comments saying roll with EA's class, so that's what we're going to do. Mix it up a little bit, I guess. Which means the offensive lineman will be extremely overrated, which benefits us because we need some offensive linemen. So, our last wave of free agency, let's see what we got on the table. Still the top offers there. I'm going to see if Chuck Clark, he still doesn't have any offers, so I'm actually going to pull Marcus Allen's offer and sign Chuck Clark because I like him a lot better. 2 years, though. We can actually still technically offer Marcus Allen. A league minimum 2-year contract. So we definitely got to draft some running backs. We can figure out the running back position as we go. Not too worried about it. We'll scout the backs. Ended up not getting any of those guys. So we'll have some cap space too to sign guys. So here we go, draft day. Jake Fromm returning from injury. I didn't know he got injured. Start the NFL draft. First pick is a corner to replace Patrick Peterson, who left in free agency. I don't think we're going to trade up. It usually is just a time-consuming process that ends up not being worth it, so I'm just going to go ahead to our pick. Let us see. Oh my goodness. That looks like a Leonard Fournette type of guy. Straight line speed. Huge dude. Definitely intrigued. There's tackles. There's a good guard prospect. Pass rushers. No linebackers. Okay, corners. Dang, this guy could be really good, but he might fall. Let's should we take Clinton Berry, guys? 21 years old. Has him as an elusive back archetype too, despite the fact that he's this big. That's pretty tempting. Take him and then look at those corners and offensive linemen with our next pick. Let's do it. Not quite as well. That's not bad. Pretty balanced. Just doesn't know how to spin. He can catch. Not bad. Not bad. End of the first round. We need a running back. We got a pretty balanced roster. That falls in the range of when it's appropriate to take a running back in the first round. Because then you get 5 cheap control years on them. It's not like where you got to pay a running back. All right, let's look at those corners. Yikes, some of them went. Well, this guy's a scheme fit. He's old, but B zone coverage. He's a good athlete. This guy's a little shorter. Oh man, he's fast. 4.34. Let's take a peek at the offensive line first. That guy could play guard, 6'5". Oh, this guy looks like a total stud. I think we should take an offensive lineman. Oh, and this guy's got a first-round grade. And he's 21 coming out of BYU. All right, that's the pick. Beast. Starting guard. Needs to work on that finesse stuff, but... let's look at corner. Yikes, we are completely unscouted at this point. Let's just try to find an athlete with a zone scheme fit. Four, six. It is slim pickings at this point. I can't believe how quick those corners went. Yikes. There is nothing. We're going to have to just sign some vets. Maybe go back to the offensive line. This guy looks good. Ooh, a hidden dev. Might struggle with some pass blocking, but a couple good offensive line picks. I'm just going to take a random swing at a secondary member here. He's too slow. He's too short. He's too slow. 21 years old, we'll go here. Hey, hidden dev. Shitty press coverage, but maybe he's got superstar dev. You never know. All right, maybe another running back. We only have 2 on the roster at the moment. We could really have an archetype if we take this guy. He's fast, 200, almost 240 pounds at 5'10". He's basically a fullback. I feel like we need more speed. Like this guy. Jesus Christ. Well, he's a good athlete. Sad thing is, he's probably going to make the team. Return kicks, I guess. Like, what 5th round running back is a 56 overall EA? Like, that's so bad. Could use some safety depth. Any of these guys good athletes? Guy's not bad. Take this guy. Yes. That's not too bad for EA's classes. 62 in the 5th round. Let's grab no, we're good at wide receiver. I don't know. Really, it doesn't matter at this point. We're not going to find too many diamonds. Fastest linebacker in the class. That's actually not bad. 60 overall. Mr. Irrelevant. Let's see, do we have kickers and punters? We need a punter. Let's just do that. Let's take the Harvard boy. Not good. All right, well, for an EA class, that was actually a pretty decent draft. A couple hidden devs. Found a couple starters. So we got some signings to make, and then we're going to rip through this season. David Johnson's healthy. So I am going to automate some stuff. Only got 13 of you guys here. We're an hour and 15 into it. I'll deal with that once we get to the first week of the season, though. Let's look at signings. So... running back, we can bring in, like... how much cap space do we have? Thanks for the follow. We have some space, so I'm going to bring in Sony Michel. We need another running back in here, especially a good receiving guy like him. Wide receiver, we're good. I think we're good at tight end. Offensive line, we should be good. We ended up signing Geno Atkins, I'm pretty sure. So we should be good there. Linebacker, we're good. That's actually interesting. Demario Davis has selfless X Factor. And he can play the Uchenna Nwosu role. He can do some pass rushing stuff. That's interesting because when he doesn't have those abilities, but that will help him that'll help boost everyone else up. So that's actually a really good signing. And then, I mean, we could roll with Patrick Peterson for a year. Nah, he's a terrible scheme fit. We must not have gotten, let's see, did we get that other veteran we were trying to sign? What's up, Ambient Heat? Yeah, we signed Witherspoon. So we got some veterans in there. If we could sign a young corner, though, maybe. A corner and a safety, maybe. 54 zone. He's got 94 speed. How's his zone? 52 zone. Jesus Christ. You guys are brutal. Anyone here not completely suck? Everyone's either old or sucks. So no corners. We're just going to have a thin corner room. We can get Chuck Clark, though. He didn't take our deal. You're a diehard Broncos fan? So you want me to fail then this season. Alright, so I'm gonna set my focus players, but I'm gonna simulate training the rest of the way. So I'm gonna focus on Jedrick Wills, so he can get that trait. I'm gonna focus on I'm gonna keep focusing on Hamler. And how about Fromm? Might as well pick 1 week of this. What team should you rebuild? Do the Dolphins. All those draft picks. You just got to go in and make those trades for them. Another fun thing, I did this in an offline recently. Do the Colts and sign PJ Walker and make them a little better. Highly recommend it. All right, so go ahead to cuts. Hoping to avoid injury. did for now. 12 cuts. Not going to cut him. I'm just going to have him return kicks. He might develop. He was like a 5th round pick. We can cut some of these wide receivers. I guess we'll keep Anthony Johnson around. Maybe we should cut Johnson and try to sign another wide receiver. Let's see if we have enough cap space to do that. Someone on the low end. This guy looks like a player. Young guy out of Harvard. Good athleticism. Let's do him. Snip, snip. That's right. I'll do the sound effects, but with my voice. All right, we got 4 tight ends. We can leave it that way. No one's a good run blocker outside of Henry. Definitely got to keep that in mind. We could probably trim up some of these linemen here. Let's see. Probably only need one of these two. Pretty similar. We just signed Joe Dahl. Forrest Lamp's in the last year of his deal. Oh no, he's 28. It's time to go, Forrest Lamp. You just haven't worked out. Practice squad Shackleford, maybe? We got all these young guys. Whitehair can play center if we have an injury. Practice squad you. We must have drafted this guy last year, Mark Brooks. So we got pretty good O-line depth. I'm going to move... actually, what's our scheme fit at left end? Power rusher. I'm going to move Cox to... right end. So we're good at D end. D tackle, I'm going to cut Rashard Lawrence. I'm going to cut... Wow, Pensini is actually pretty good. 82 power move, 77 block shed. I'm going to cut Drew Wiley. 5 more to go. We got a lot of linebackers on this roster. Wow. All right. Does Demario Davis have Josh Norman's face scan? I think he does. All right, we don't need all these linebackers. We got to make some tough decisions here. So I think we practice squad this guy. We only need one of Aldridge and Spears. Spears is a better player, so let's practice squad Aldridge. That's better. When did we get this guy, dude? Oh yeah, we drafted him. He was our hidden dev. We don't need 3 slot corners. We'll cut Carter. We have a lot of corners here. I'm going to cut Rodgers because he's so bad at zone. I'm going to keep our safety depth. We just drafted him, so I don't want to cut him. And then I'm going to cut Meadows. All right, let's go to week 1. And there's those injuries. Sony Michel. That dude can just not stay out of injuries in this game. I mean, what do I have his injury rating at? 75? Makes sense. I'm actually excited the wide receivers are going to get an opportunity with Keenan Allen getting hurt. So, I'm going to make Barry our starting running back. Why not? So that's going to flush Van Jefferson up. Gives him a good opportunity. O-line's not bad. It's not great. Like 70s across the board. I'm going to start Cox, Bosa. I'm going to give Pennicini, as Akbar has reminded me. I'm going to give him some opportunities there. Linebacker is good. Corner. Yeah, draft just happened, Brandon. We ended up using an EA class. It wasn't bad. All right, kick return. We're gonna have this rookie that we drafted and this wide receiver we picked up. Punt returner. I mean, the guy's a good returner. If that's all he is, that's not bad for a fifth round pick. Third down back, we will hand over to David Johnson. We know he's good at that. Slot. KJ Hamler, where he's been killing it for 2 years. Rush end, we should be in good shape. I actually want Brenton Cox. Rush D tackle looks good. All right. Actually, I didn't do slot corner. But we're good. All right, Colts week 1. Let's play our week 1 game. Ooh, Jedrick Wills, he's gonna get that. Hey, first round running back isn't the ultimate sin if you don't have other significant needs. We had a pretty loaded roster, and we literally all we did, we re-signed a 30-year-old David Johnson for a 1-year deal. We had no running backs on the roster. It was the 30th pick in the draft. The guy was a beast. I don't think drafting a running back in the first round is at the end of the first round. If it's like a bottom 20 or a bottom 12 pick. Because the beauty of that is you don't have to pay him. Yeah, you have to spend a first round pick, but it's a safe pick and you don't have to pay him. So you're at least getting some value back. Now, if you're giving up huge needs and like there's other good players, but like when the Raiders took Josh Jacobs, terrible idea. They had so many other needs, and there's really good players around. But if the Chiefs did it this year at the end of the first, like if the Chiefs took DeAndre Swift, I would say, hey, that's actually a good time to pick a running back because they have such a great roster. Yeah, Brandon, I bet you're happy with the school stuff. Okay, here we go. We're going to do 6 games to play the moments. Hoping to make that final push this year. I'm going to mix up the uniforms because we've been wearing these